on the banks of the Ohio River is a very rare, unique place, not just for southern Indiana, but the entire planet. Just across from Louisville, Kentucky, the Falls of the Ohio State Park presents one of the largest exposed Devonian area fossil beds in the world. Scientists estimate that the Jefferson Limestone Bed is over 387 million years old. If you travel through southern Indiana, you'll see a great deal of limestone rock left behind by an ancient ocean. You'll find fossils in it and the surrounding red clay. But this Devonian fossil bed is older than even that. In the parking lot, you'll find rock samples from the Silurian and Devonian periods. The Devonian period is also known as the Age of the Fish, and many fossils can be found embedded in the rock throughout the park. Note that there's a strict fossil and rock collecting ban at the park. If you are found collecting, you will be arrested. Please stay out of the water or too close to the edge. The Falls of the Ohio is home to violent rapids and has drowned many people. Please hold the little one's hands and keep the kids away. If you hear a very large siren, it means they're lowering the floodgates and a massive amount of water will flood the fossil beds. If you hear a siren, immediately head up the steps to the visitor center. There's a handicapped accessible ramp near the parking lot, so visitors with limited mobility can go down to view the fossil beds. Steep stairs next to the visitor center will take you directly to the river's edge and the exposed Devonian fossil beds. Throughout the year, you can join a guided tour where park interpreters point out fossils and features in the limestone. The constant flood water over eons has eroded the limestone to make small caves like these. To get further down the fossil beds a lot quicker, walk past these gates in the parking lot. The gravel trail bypasses many rugged obstacles that can be treacherous. Even at that, many rock formations have crevices that drop 10 feet or more straight down and can hurt you quickly. Be cautious and take your time. Back at the visitor center, an observation deck provides an excellent view of the upper fossil beds. You can use the on-site binoculars or simply admire from the benches. Inside the Interpretive Center, visitors are provided many exhibits about the origins and history of the falls. This large map demonstrates the huge boundaries of the fossil beds. There's modern art and ancient fossils. An award-winning movie tells about how the fossil bed was formed.
The remains of ancient sea creatures.
Exhibits take visitors through the very beginning of time. There are many kid-friendly interactive exhibits for the kids. And adults too. There's a section covering conservation and archaeology. Native American settlement and artifacts. You can even go inside a Native American tree bark dwelling. The center also covers the history of Revolutionary War hero George Rogers Clark. They called this area home and began his march to Vincennes to capture Fort Sackville. It also talks about his younger brother William, whom, with fellow explorer Meriwether Lewis, began their expedition from here to the west coast. A short film is played about Lewis and Clark in what looks like the middle of the woods. And finally, a display shows the great biodiversity just in this area alone. The Falls of the Ohio State Park Interpretive Center is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. General admission to the museum is $9. However, if you just want to park and hike the fossil beds, you can pay $2 in the parking lot for a parking permit. Simply fill out an envelope describing the make of your vehicle, drop in $2, and put the parking pass on your dash. If you care to explore further outside, you'll see the statue of Lewis and Clark, the railroad bridge, and floodgates. And if you drive further west, past the museum, and follow the signs into New Albany, you'll find the last place George Rogers Clark lived in Indiana, in a humble cabin overlooking Sand Island. This is also where Lewis and Clark started their expedition out west.